Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. I'm so sorry. The reason I keep laughing is because this week, before we start actually, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path, should I say us, on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So the reason I am trying to control my laughter is because, believe it or not, that is actually a cape. I'm laughing just because sometimes I try to draw what I see and it just doesn't seem to happen. Right, so this week when I went into my intuition for us, my sun sign brothers and sisters, as many of you know I am an Aquarius, what I saw was a cape. And you know, in the old world, sometimes they would put a cape or a mantle on somebody and it would signify like an initiation of some sort, or some sort of handing or passing of power, so to speak, and that was the message this week. And the message was, you need to wear the mantle, you need to be prepared this week, you need to be prepared to step up in some way, shape or form. It feels like some of you may be in line for a promotion, some of you might be getting something that you wanted for a long time and now realizing the effort, the focus, the determination, the downright grit that it's going to take to do that. It's almost like, you know, you're being handed the mantle of power, the cloak of whatever is being placed on your shoulders this week, and you are going to need to step up. You're going to need to wear that with pride and with power and with purpose. So let's have a look, see at our destiny card for the week ahead. And this week we get the Hermit card, right? The Hermit is also akin to the Wise One. Sometimes they speak little and they listen much, and it may be a week where you need to do that. It might be a week this week where you don the cloak, where you put on the mantle, where you finally do step into the role or the position that you are always heading towards. And it might be a challenge, right? Because the thing is, Aquarius is all about the group. They're not necessarily, like, they make good leaders because they're able to mediate between a lot of people to come to the general consensus. They don't necessarily seek out that sort of be in charge, you know, because the Aquarius likes to be the glue. They like to be not the supporting role, right? But they like to be the thing that holds everything together. It's one of the things that they're really, really good at. But the destiny card of the Hermit, even though it represents withdrawal, it feels for me like there might be a part of you this week that wants to hide from the responsibility, that thinks, oh, you know what, I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for, you know, to wear the mantle of power. I'm not ready to step into that position. I'm not ready for that elevation. The problem is, this week you don't have a choice. It's being handed to you because nobody else can do it. It has to be you. Direction card, let's give it some context. The King of Cups, right? So you're going to have to control your emotions this week. You're going to have to, and I'm not saying you're not allowed to feel. Yes, we Aquarians feel. For those of you that are cross-watching, for Aquarian partners and potentials, we have emotions just like everybody else. Aquarius is the water bearer. We carry the emotions of the world on our backs, which is how we are able to detach from them. Because if you felt all of that all of the time, it would literally drive you mad. So yes, we feel, but we're able to rationally detach from that in order to do what needs to be done. The fact that we've got the King of Cups as the direction card this week, Aquarius, you are going to have to really step into that that ability to rationally detach from how you feel. You can't be in your feelings. You are going to need to step up in some way, shape or form this week, because nobody else can do the job. It has to be you, right? So you've got to be present, you've got to be focused, and ultimately you need to fulfill your purpose. And your purpose this week, it does look like you are taking the command seat, you know, for love, money or whatever else. Your insight card this week is or our insight card this week, is the Page of Wands, right? You have a natural ability for creativity anyway, and you might find this week that the second you embrace this new path, this new role, this new way of being or need to do things, you might find that the ideas just come, that they just present themselves. That's what Aquarius is, right? It's ruled by Uranus as well as Saturn, which is sudden sparks and flashes of intuition and inspiration. The Page of Wands is about creativity and the spark of inspiration. So this week, as an insight card, it kind of says, providing you can keep on top of your emotions, you'll be able to step into this role that is going to be, you know, and I say this with a little hesitation, but it is going to be expected of you. And if we're honest, there's a part of you that's going to expect you to take this role yourself, because you know that there's nobody else to do it. It's almost like you're fulfilling a need this week that can't be met by anybody else. And then with the Page of Wands, you got to be creative, right? You've got to be open to all of the ideas that come up. You've got to be open to all of the skills that you have gathered and gained over a lifetime, and be ready to pull any one of them up at any given moment. Going to be an interesting week for sure. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments, my fellow brothers and sisters, my Aquarian sun sign brothers and sisters. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care. I'll see you soon.